19 division tuning was first developed in the 16th century as a rounding up of third common mean tone. It has just minor thirds and major sixths and is generally more in tune than in 12-tone equal temperament compared to pitches from the harmonic series. It can be used very effectively in tonal music, but also for exploring more radical possibilities. Here is one octave of 19. In designing the trumpet conversion kit, I chose the order of the valves quite carefully because I wanted to have fingerings that were close to standard trumpet fingerings and because I didn't want to have my trumpet structurally modified. In the end, I chose the following: 3 19ths for the first valve, 2 19ths for the second valve, 5 19ths for the third valve, 1 19th for the fourth valve. The sharps are mostly fingered the same as standard fingerings, D sharp with 2 and 3. For the flats, I take the standard fingerings plus the fourth valve. E flat is fingered 1, 2 and 4. To get used to the fingerings and pitches, it is of course necessary to practice scales. I'm going to play 3 adjacent major scales, starting with sounding C major. One can hear that in 19 division, major scales sound quite similar to major scales in 12 division. The same is true of minor scales. Once one has a basic familiarity with the tuning, one can turn to the studies. The first study allows us to work on the smallest interval, the small semitone. By the fourth study, we are working with much larger intervals, such as the small or diminished octave. In order to become confident in this new tuning, it is a good idea to have a recording of each pitch in 19 division and assign it to a key on a keyboard so one can check the accuracy of one's playing. Alternatively, you can check on a pitch meter, and in our online book we give you a chart so you don't have to do the calculations yourself.